everybody, Laura the librarian. Today we are flying paper airplanes. Let's meet our first pilot.
Hi everybody, I'm Miss Laura, also a librarian. And this is the classic plane.
Nice. Plane number 1.
Hi, I'm Summer, and I'm flying the Snub Nose.
Nice.
Number 2.
Number 2. Yeah. Number 2.
Hi, I'm Jeff. I'm flying the Delta. Delta Wing number 3.
Woo.
Go Delta.
Hi, I'm Janelle, and this is the duck plane.
Plane number 4.
I'm Andrea, and I'm flying the Dart.
Classic. Plane number 5.
In this game, everyone gets 2 tries to throw their plane.
I feel like now I've got a sense of how it flies.
Exactly, yes.
Laura's second throw is much more successful than the first.
Yes, right about there.
Summer's was a bit of a trick plane.
Oh,
Trick. We're testing. Plane number 3, thrown by Jeff.
Jeff's plane never really got off the ground. Disqualified for being outside the field of play.
All right. Yeah, feel free
Take
to
a
mess
step
with
ahead,
it.
Jeff, so you're in. No. There you go. Okay. Oh!
Janelle's flying the duck plane. So we quacked.
There we go. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
That got some good height.
With the plane of our
The Dart. Oh!
After a bad first attempt,
There we have it.
and a successful second throw by Andrea. Now I'm going to show you how to make the planes that we flew the day after I made them. This one here is the classic, flown by Laura. But everything we make today could be made with a simple letter piece of paper. If you like, you can use a bone folder on folding planes. Now, I actually inverted this accidentally. The folds are the same, you just fold it so that the V side is on the top of the wing. I refolded this one for our final round. Now, I'm an origami kid, so this one was actually very frustrating to me because it was very much just like, fold it somewhere. It kept expecting me to have a little flap to fold down in the front, and I could never get it to do that. I refolded this one as well before our flight. In any case, I messed with this a few times, came up with something that looked symmetrical, and finished folding it even without complete instructions, in my opinion. One of the hard things about paper plane folding is that sometimes you need to make a straight line and sometimes you need to make an angled line. Can be hard to tell. Alright, new book. This one was way more up my alley because it had all of the folds written in origami notation. I know they can be harder to follow for some people, but I like how they're a little more specific. And I got to do 2 of my favorite folds on this one. This one is, I think, called a water bomb or a balloon in the triangular sense, and then we're going to do it again in the square sense. It involves inverting your folds, which sometimes feels a little complicated. As long as your lines match up, it's totally fine. With origami, sometimes you pre-fold and then make the fold later, which is what we did here to get the little triangle end in the right spot and then tucked in those side flaps. Nice. Here's the kind of thing I'm talking about. This one does not want to be folded straight. It needs to be folded at an angle along the plane that the paper has created. I really like the duck plane. I think it's one where if you fold it crisply enough and you get it to have just the right angle in the air, it flies beautifully. According to this book that I'm using here by Didier Boussin, it's named after an actual plane that had rudders in the front and thus was called a duck plane. Here is one of those origami instructions that's easy to forget from time to time. It's called free the back. There we go. Freed the back. I think sometimes too origami instructions can be misleading because that one is basically the way to fold backwards. And sometimes you just have to flip it over and fold it frontwards and then flip it back. No big deal. Again, folding this one at an angle. Now this is the Dart. It looks most like what I would call a traditional paper airplane, and unsurprisingly, it is the best plane I've folded. It flew the best both in my trial run, which we'll see in a minute, and in our final flight as thrown by Andrea. All right, here's our test run. I threw all of them, but I'm just going to show you the final result. There's the Delta Wing, there's the duck plane and the Classic, and the Dart. The Snubnose was disqualified for flying out of bounds.
In your arms. Get set. Go!
Woo!
Thanks for flying with us today.